Hey guys, since most of us are on quarantine and are in desperate need for entertainment, I decided to be more positive than I was last week. If you want to see that emotional mess, you can. The info card is going to be right there. This week, though, I decided to make some recommendations on LGBT movies and TV series that I think you should watch. So let's get into it with me describing movies in a chronological order. So my first recommendation would be Queer as Folk, the American version. If I could describe this TV series in 4 words, I would say gay version of Friends, but much more sexual. It was airing in the early 2000s, so it has this old nostalgic feel to it, and it's covering so many issues that are still so relevant today, like struggles of adoption, dating an HIV positive person, being gay in high school and being bullied and having to come out to your homophobic parents. It was the first gay TV series I have ever watched in my life, and I was just really shocked at how relevant and how captivating it really was. Give it a watch. I guarantee you 2 or 3 episodes down the line you will fall in love with the TV series, you will fall in love with the characters, and the next thing you know is you're just binging it. The next one is The New Normal. Also left quite a big mark in my memory. It's about 2 very pretty gay men who are played by Justin Bartha and Angie Reynolds. The Andrew Reynolds, who also starred in Glee, Will and Grace, RuPaul's Drag Race. So it's about these 2 men who want to have a child, and the first 1 or 2 episodes is just about them figuring out how to do that. They live in LA, quite an open city to these sort of things, and they decide to go with surrogacy with this young lady whose husband just cheated on her, and so she decides to move from Ohio to LA to achieve her dreams together with her young, 10-year-old daughter. And so that gay couple bumps into her, they talk to each other, and she decides to be a surrogate mother for that couple. I really like this TV series because it's very easy to watch. It's very light, it's very heartwarming. I think if you want something to make you feel good, that is definitely the TV series I would watch. Next one, The Way He Looks, just an absolutely mind-blowing movie. It's about a blind teenager who is trying to live a normal life, who has a very overprotective mother, and who has a girl he's friends with, and that girl kind of likes him. He's also bullied in school by other kids because he goes to just a normal high school, and so that school makes special arrangements for him to be able to study. And so there comes this new guy. He sits next to our main character in class, and the friend who's a girl of the main character approaches that new guy, and that's how they meet each other. The 3 of them start to hang out, and eventually our main blind character starts to develop feelings for that other guy. He learns his first self-pleasuring techniques, and then it comes to the point where the feelings of the main character are just so overwhelming that he decides to confess to this other guy. So a very relatable situation for gay teenagers, really. This is something I've definitely went through. This is something a lot of my friends went through. First of all, it's a very interesting concept of what it's like to date a person with a disability. I have thought about it multiple times, and I might even make a separate video for it. But after watching this movie, I've realized something. It's not so much the disability itself that makes the life of these people difficult. It's more of the fact that they self-isolate, the fact that a lot of the times other people don't want to accept them in their friend groups, that makes it difficult. But the main character in this movie is living a happy and ironically colorful life. He has big dreams, and he doesn't think about his disabilities as something that prevents him from enjoying life, but rather something that is given to him and something he has to simply live with. This movie can only be found in Portuguese, which I think is such a huge shame. I definitely think it should be translated in a lot of different languages. Even when you're watching it with English subtitles, the atmosphere is still there. It's something that you wouldn't find anywhere else. It's something very different, very it has its own feel. Another great and atmospheric movie is Pride. The plot is really interesting. So it's about the miners in Britain in 1984, going on strike after Margaret Thatcher decided to completely destroy the mining industry pretty much, leaving lots of people homeless and jobless. But they didn't find much support in the general population. However, one of the biggest fundraisers for miners' campaign were a group of gay and lesbian activists in London. They wanted to help because they saw this harassment by Margaret Thatcher's government of miners as something they have to deal with as well. So they decided to create LGSM, Lesbian and Gay Support the Miners. And it's about them working together with working class Brits in 1980s, which, as you can imagine, they weren't exactly gay friendly. And how these miners realized that gays and lesbians are not just some strange weirdos in their own world, but very much normal people like themselves who are being bullied because the government lets people do so. I think it's the kind of movie that you can watch with your friends and family, those who might not understand LGBT as such. But after watching this movie, they would look at it and they would say, do you know what? Gay people are just like us, and we need to support each other and we need to love each other. Despite our certain differences. That was the impression I got after watching it, and that was the impression a lot of my friends got after watching it as well. Finally, please like me. Just a motto of my life right there. Might be a rather unpopular TV series because it was made in Australia, but it is a more modern look at the gay person's life living in a country like Australia, which was very interesting for me to watch because I really love to see the attitudes of general population towards LGBT in different countries. I found it to be the closest to what my life as a gay person is, a little bit of awkwardness and a little bit of joy and a little bit of grindr hookups and a little bit of satire. It's very difficult for me to go through the plot because it has 4 seasons, so it's quite a long one, but it starts with our main character realizing that he is gay and his mom overdosing on Panadol in an attempt to commit suicide. 2 completely different from each other events, but somehow it is put in such a way to the point where it becomes funny. You just think, oh my god, this guy's life is a mess. So I think if you want to watch something that will make you say, bruh, so relatable, this is TV series for you. And just a small bonus for everyone watching till the very end, I wanted to tell you about a short LGBT movie in a heartbeat. It's a great short animation movie that you can watch literally on YouTube. It's very cute and very heartwarming, and lots of popular LGBT and non-LGBT YouTubers reacted to it. So yeah, go check it out as well. It's only 4 minutes long, but it will make you sob and happy like crazy in these 4 minutes. It's just gonna be an emotional roller coaster. So that's it. Hopefully you found something useful for you to watch. I wish you all the best, and I fully support you in these challenging times that we have. If you need someone to talk to, I understand it can be very strange to message a random person, but Sasha Lives in England is my Instagram. The link will be in the description down below. I always reply, so don't hesitate to message me. We can chat. The last video that I made, a couple of people decided to actually message me, and we had a very nice chat. And it did help me, it did help them. So definitely don't be afraid to message me. And check out my other videos because I make awesome LGBT content for you, and I would really appreciate it if you give me some time and enjoy it. Thank you very much for watching. Have a lovely week ahead of you. I wish you all the best, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.